3, 2, 1. Hey, welcome back to Our Opinion Podcast. I'm your co-host Michael, and I'm here with Terence and Jhoan.
What up?
And we want to talk a little bit about first why we didn't record last week. Our sister delivered a baby, or had a baby. Sorry.
Who delivered it?
Let me get into that real quick. Let me get into that real quick. So, she had an at-home birth. So, paramedics was not there at the time. Let me just bring it back to the beginning, all right? So here's what happened, right? So, she's got the pains going on. She's laying in bed. I'm like, let's go to the hospital, right? Because I'm like, just take you to the hospital. Give you some pills, you'll be good, right? She's like, nah, that shit's boring. I'm like, let's just go. You're crying from the pain. Clearly, you need to go to the hospital, figure it out, have the baby there. So at the time, she didn't think that she was going to have the baby that day, which is what I think was the problem, right? So, we had that little conversation. About 30 minutes later, she's like, Michael! I'm like, what up? She's like, my water broke. I'm like, fuck. So I'm like, damn, all right? So I'm calling my mom. I'm like, yo, what's up, mom? She's like, all right, I'm on my way. I'm like, all right, bet. So I'm just waiting here. I'm like, Lupa, you good? I'm like, real quick, just squeeze test. Can you just squeeze my hand as hard as you can right now since you're having the baby? I just always seen it in the movie. I felt like I needed my hand squeezed. I wanted to see if it was really going to hurt. Anyway, that's the point. So she, 5 minutes later, my mom calls me. She's like, yo, call the ambulance in case I don't get there in time. I got you. 911, what's the emergency? I'm like, all right, so sister's pregnant. She's about to give birth. This address, this location, da-da-da, whatever. So they're like, all right, we're on our way now, but just be prepared to deliver the baby. I'm like, hold up, what? I'm like, you're talking, like, her water just broke. I'm like, I think y'all got time to get here, take her to the hospital, get some pushes out. She'll be good, have the baby in your hands. And they're like, all right, well, hopefully that's the case, but we're on our way anyway. And my sister's cool in there, and she just starts, groaning from the pain. I'm like, damn, I'm like, you good, just wait it out. Not knowing the pains of a pregnant woman, right? So then she's like, it's coming. And I'm like, yo. And so they're like, you're going to have to deliver the baby. I'm like, damn. So at this point, they tell me, they're like, all right, her clothes is going to have to be removed. And I'm like, oh, that's, all right, let's just get that out of the way quicker. So whatever. Boom. She's like, and I literally, at this point, I'm seeing the baby's head, up to right here.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I'm like, holy shit, the baby's literally coming right now, right? So then they're like, I'm still on the phone with the paramedics or whatever, or the 911, the emergency person, and they're like, all right, just gonna have to get ready to deliver the baby. They're like, the paramedics are about a couple blocks away, so it won't be too long now. Next thing I know, she literally gives one hard ass push, bro. The baby's just out on the bed. So my ass, they're like, all right, get a towel, pick it up, wrap it up, and clean it. I'm like, oh shit, all right. I didn't even want to pick it up because babies are so fragile. So I was like trying to figure out a way to get the towel around him without, moving him too hard. And then I finally get him, and then I clean his little head, I clean his nose, and I clean his mouth. And then the paramedics decide to get there. Not to fault them, obviously they're trying their best. But yeah, so then they just take over. Luckily did not have to cut the cord or anything. So they handled all that stuff. So as soon as the baby was out, I basically just had him in my hand, passed it over to the paramedics. Felt like a hero. Still kind of do feel like a hero, really. Then my mom got there. She's like, what's happening? I'm like, oh, the baby's here. She's like, oh, the baby's coming? I'm like, no, he's here in somebody's hands right now.
He's already, he's already made his exit.
Exactly. So at that point, they just had her in the van, checking her vitals and stuff.
Damn.
And then it was all good. She got to the hospital. Mom's healthy, baby's healthy.
That has to be the craziest shit. Delivering your sister's baby inside your home.
It was definitely an experience.
I think it's weird here. I was delivered at home in Mexico.
You think it's weird? Oh. You think the conditions were so good out there or something?
No, it's bad. My mom didn't even blink an eye. Like, oh, she gonna have it at home type shit.
Oh, really?
She had it at home.
You knew they were gonna have it at home? They knew they were gonna have it at home?
I mean, Michael, back in Mexico, it's a really small town. It's like Sauk City, and then the hospital's here in Madison. And they didn't have no car. So they was like, you know what? It's either here or we got to plan 3 days ahead and take you to the city.
Plan 3 days ahead and take you to the city.
We got to guess.
Shit,
yeah, that's a different circumstance.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't necessarily think it's bad or
I just thought it was
it's
a little
just not
weird
conventional.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I think a lot of people have at-home births. To be honest,
shit happens.
It's really not that crazy.
Yeah,
but it's usually with someone who knows how to give birth.
Yeah, that's
you know what I mean.
That's what I was
they
say.
plan for that.
They plan for that.
So it's the second time That's the second time today.
No, so yeah, you're right. Usually it's not the first baby. Usually they're like, all right, that hospital shit was cooked. I'm gonna just have an at-home birth.
Yeah. Or they're like, I want my first baby to be born at home. I'm gonna like hire somebody to come home.
Yeah, that makes sense.
To help me out.
Yeah.
Some people do like the little water births.
Exactly.
Yeah,
The water birth stuff seems like icky because that stuff is floating. Icky. All that stuff is floating in the tub.
I mean, it's gonna be all on your bed or wherever.
I mean, it was, it got cleaned up, etc. I mean, it was gross regardless of the way it happened.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we were talking a little bit about what we wanted to do when the kid's older. He's our nephew, so we're uncles now. I feel grown, still a hero. But I mean, what are some things that you probably wanted to get out and do with him once he's old enough to do?
I'm gonna let Chuck go first because I got too many.
You got too many things and just start spewing them out, folks.
So what are you gonna do with them?
What am I gonna do with him?
You haven't thought about it.
Depends. Well, what age are we talking? Are we talking like 1, 2, 3?
Whatever you want to do, it doesn't matter.
All right, I'd say maybe when he's like
talking when he's 16,
toddler, 2 or 3 years old. Start taking him to the store and just buying him stuff that he wants. Like, I mean, as a kid, it doesn't seem like much to adults, but like as a kid, just going to the store and just being told you can get whatever you want. That's always something that's really cool. I'm getting him into anime. Anime is definitely gonna be something I'm gonna get that kid into, and I'm gonna get him into fighting because I want him to learn how to defend himself.
Because of all the anime.
Because of all the anime he's gonna be watching. Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. I just whatever makes him happy at the end of the day. He's still a baby now, so we obviously can't tell any of that stuff. But there's a lot of stuff to do when he gets like older. Take him out. Obviously, it's like he has a mom and I guess a dad. The dad isn't really.
You said I guess a dad.
I guess a dad. Dad's not really too much in the picture,
I know. This is what he said it.
But
guess you got someone you can call dad. Like that.
He out there somewhere.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. He's gonna be fun to hang around for sure. Especially since Lupa is such a young mother, I think that it'll be something that we really didn't get to experience much. By the time the kid's 10, she's gonna be what, 27? Yeah, 27 to maybe 28.
I was gonna say because my mom was pretty young when I was 10. She had me when she was 18. That's 1 year older than Lupa.
Oh really?
Yeah, bro.
Sheesh. Well, I guess I didn't experience that. Even then, it was not too bad. She was 21, 22.
I just think it was more like when they got here, it was all work.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So now there's like a little foundation where Lupa doesn't have to be that person to like take care of them, and I'll be gone for 10 hours.
Lupa's got it right now. To be honest,
so she could stay home,
stay at home, take care of the baby.
That's cool.
Mom took some time off to be there with the baby too. I honestly feel like it's gonna be hard on my mom to go back to work because she's getting real attached to that baby.
She got 2 weeks off. She's sleeping with the baby. She said, "I'll feed the baby."
Exactly.
And the funny thing is that I used to play with her when I was like 17, 18. I'm like, yeah, Mom, when I have a kid, you're gonna be just like my grandma. You're gonna take care of him.
And she was like,
I won't even have to pay for a babysitter. She said, "You got me fucked."
But for real, she's like,
"You got a baby?
Fucked up.
You best leave this house because it's not gonna stay here."
She sure was talking so much, even to our sister when she was like, first she's like, well, you gonna have to learn how to be grown. You gonna have to take care of yourself. She's like, you better get a job before you get that baby because you're gonna need money.
Exactly.
This and that. And bro, as soon as that baby came, bro, she was locked in, ready to go. I think as the date got closer, she started to realize it was becoming a real thing. And so she realized that she doesn't want to be that. Yeah. She doesn't want to be that grandma that doesn't give that attention or love. So she's been buying that baby lots of stuff.
Baby fever.
Maybe even to a fault, right, Michael?
Maybe even to a fault. Yeah.
Michael's been wanting a router for the house.
Been wanting a router for the crib, bro. Fucking Wi-Fi don't work. Got a $300 stroller, but can't get a fucking router. Like, my bad.
Every time they come home with something new. So really, y'all gonna buy this, but a $90 router.
They be coming back. I'm like, you still got some router money in there? She said, huh? Don't you got a job? I'm like, that's crazy.
Hey, on your heels with it.
Yeah, but
baby gets priority now.
Yeah.
See,
we had that opportunity even before the baby was born. That's where I'm stuck. That's where I'm stuck. Like,
we could have been took care of this issue.
She being complained about the Wi-Fi. Like it's an issue for everybody, clearly. But all right.
We could have been took care of that. Damn, man. That's just crazy, though. A child. When do you guys think you would want to have kids?
You
I'm 30.
30?
28,
I think
30.
Yeah, I was just about to say this late 20s to early 30s. I don't want to be having a kid at 40.
I'm still a kid myself.
40, that'd be a little late.
No, not for white people. What are you talking about, bro? They be having kids at 50, bro.
I'm not saying like, I'm just saying like that's for the first child. I feel like that's late.
Oh, yeah, I guess, yeah.
For all you know, Michael's gonna be 40, successful, and get himself a 25-year-old.
Great.
And he's gonna have his kid at 40.
That baby gonna be healthy. You know what's crazy though? It's
We gonna live till 100. So
it's more concerning for the mother to be older than really for the parent, like the dad.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, bro. He's 85,
obvious,
busting
yeah.
it.
Actually, I think the oldest lady that ever gave birth was around that, like 80 something.
Yeah, we don't have to.
Imagine that.
Imagine giving birth at 80.
Imagine you thinking you
really
clear. You clear. You said you passed 50. I'm busting nuts and you.
Just bust in me, honey. Ain't nothing to it. Next thing you know, doctor's like, you're pregnant.
Tough.
But what about you?
Shit. I actually just had this conversation, but ideally somewhere between like late 20s, early 30s, like 27 to 30, 31 type deal. But like at the same time, it really just depends on like, you know, financial stability and then being with the right person. You know, like if I have the financial stability and I'm with the right person that like I feel like I'm gonna be with for the rest of my life or whatever, you know, we can have a baby. You know, probably in the next 3-4 years type deal. But it's gonna take some time to get where I want to get.
Yeah.
And like I need. Like I like not saying that a baby would hinder that, but like it would slow down the process, and I'd rather get to where I want to get to, so then my child and my family will be
a little set.
You trying to have kids when you're already set, so your kids ain't got to worry about a thing.
Yeah, or at least like set enough, you know, like we gonna be straight regardless. Like I want to get to the point where it's like if my house burns down and all my shit inside burns down, it's just like damn, that's tough. But let's go get some more shit. Like that's what I'm trying to get to.
Like damn, the dog died. Oh, let's go get another one. Fuck it.
I don't
drastic.
I don't think he categorized the dog with stuff.
I know. You love your dog. We're just fucking around. He loves his dog, guys.
If a dog dies, it's gonna be a whole different scenario.
But
I mean, yeah. I don't know. What do you guys like? How you guys like? I guess like, how do you feel about family in general though? Like, how important is it to you, like family time and shit like that?
Like having a family.
Mm-hmm. Being with your family, you know, shit like that.
Are we talking at this point like you're married with somebody?
No, I just mean like in general, like right now, like how important is family to you?
Some are more important than others.
This is factual, yeah. I think that's just how it is with everybody. Yeah. Like
especially
always.
me and Michael. Especially Michael. Michael doesn't really care what he says, or how he says it. So it kind of rubs people the wrong way.
That's facts.
So
I mean,
they don't really like Michael when he's like attitude. So Michael doesn't care. So
I just say how it is. Show up. You know, I've learned to be more polite in terms of like being out with like in groups or at parties and stuff, because it's just like I don't know. To me personally, I just usually for the most part hate the whole how you doing, how you been, look at you, da da da. Like I'm just like
because they're just waiting to shit on you.
They're waiting it, you know. They're waiting.
Wait a minute, what?
They compare us to others.
They can be like I don't know if you've ever been to a Mexican family or something, like a Mexican family party, but like
Terrence,
Terence. But they're like, for example, they're like, Terrence, how you been? Oh my God, I heard your brother's doing this. Why don't you have a job or what? You know what I mean? Like as soon as you get there, like okay, damn, can you pass me a spoon and a plate? Like,
damn, they got healed.
And Jhoan would just like, he would just be quiet. He tried to stay like avoid the issue. But me, like if you're saying some shit to me, I'm gonna talk back to you. Like what are you talking about?
Michael's like, job. Your marriage is kind of crumbling. What you doing?
You need to stop beating your kids because them bruises staying on when they go into school. Like, just dumb shit. Like, I don't know. Like, I was never one. They're just like, don't talk back. I mean, you gonna sit here disrespect me, expect to be quiet about it. Like, what the fuck?
I was more like that. Michael was like, no.
But I guess as you know, as I got older, it's just like whatever. Just ignore the whole thing.
Like I said, I'm not going for none of that fuck shit.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's why it was one of the main reasons I actually didn't like going to those parties, because that's like half the aspect. Like, You know, there's the kids that are, you know, fucking doing kid shit at the party.
That was
running
cool.
around.
You get to your cousins and all that.
Yeah, it's like, as at a younger age anyway.
Yeah.
Once you get older, it's like literally you just sitting on the couch on your phone next to your cousins and be like, oh, what you want? Nah, that's cool. But then the other side of the party is like, for example, let's say there's a basement or, you know, where everybody's eating. That's where all the shit goes down. You know what I'm saying? That's where it depends on how lit the party gets. Right? So if they get really drunk, they damn near gonna have a big ass speaker, you know, one of them speakers with the lights and shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then some people will just start karaoke. You know, it just depends on how crazy it gets, but that's where all the shit goes down. And that's like, it's literally just two parts to the party. You're either in the fucking drunk / can't hear what the fuck anybody's saying / it's dark and bright at the same time, or you're just sitting on the couch or playing as a kid. Yeah. What do parties look like for your ethnicity?
I mean, shit, bro. It's just more or less the same. A whole group, you know, we usually got like music going and shit, and then food somewhere around, and then like you either got motherfuckers like dancing and shit, or like, you know, being fucked up, dancing and shit, and then you got like the kids and the kid shit doing like whatever kids got going on at the time. Usually, like, if we had parties, like, growing up and shit, it was usually at somebody's house. So, like, the grown-ups and shit would be, like, sitting outside, like, by the door, talking, drinking, you know, whatever. And then the kids would be just, like, scattered throughout the fucking neighborhood right on the block right there. Just
it's, like, outside, too?
Yeah, usually. Like, we usually have the music bumping, like, if you on the block, you damn near might as well step outside. Like, that's usually how the shit goes. So, and then we just be outside partying and shit, doing whatever. Just sneak off and do whatever the fuck kids want to do. Then, you know, come back inside or whatever. And sometimes, like, my dad, I remember, like, they'll be playing, like, dominoes and shit at the table. And, like, you know, the kids just continue to do whatever they want. Music's usually just always going super loud. People dancing, just drinks going.
Bro.
Motherfuckers just having a good time. Just be a vibe.
You'd probably see our family more if it was like that.
Yeah.
No shit talking, nothing. It was just chill out, hang out.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, I wouldn't say there's too much, like, at least in my experience, like, my family don't really be shit talking. If anything, we would be, like, real, like, uplifting to motherfuckers. Like, oh, shit, like, every time I go over there, it's like, oh, like, how's college going? You know, like, we see you doing this, so you got the new car.
That's crazy.
Yada, yada.
Is that crazy how that works?
Motherfuckers is just like, oh, yeah.
Damn.
So bye. But, you know, that's just
they always
my
find something.
experience.
See, we don't get praises. We like, they damn near praise you and then slip in a jab.
When I was in
Little
MATC,
undercut, yeah.
so how's college? But it's a community college, right?
That's community college, right?
Why didn't you choose universities? I was like, oh.
They really hit you with one of those.
Yeah.
I have a question though. For big get-togethers, like huge get-togethers, do you guys like to cook on the day or prepare food and bring it in?
Depends on like the gathering. If it's like a holiday or just like, well, no, I guess for the most part it's usually like prepared either like the night before or like it'll be like kind of like a potluck type deal where like the host will cook like the vast majority of the food usually like the night before because no one's gonna have time during the day, but cook all that shit and then people will bring over like the sides or like a couple main dishes or whatever, you know. But like, yeah, it's usually like at least probably like the day before because if we're having a big gathering then it's gonna be like a stupid amount of food. So.
Yeah, okay. See, this is what I was thinking because I was like, for big parties, you know, for like I guess Mexicans or Latinos, whatever, they usually like for big events they prepare the food before. If it's like a smaller group, let's say 5 to maybe 15 people, usually look like they'll grill it out or cook it then and there at the time. Yeah. So I was thinking, I was wondering if it was the same thing or if you guys always.
Yeah,
prepare.
we be on that too though. Like, yeah, if it's a smaller group or like, you know, it's like real intermediate kind of family, and it's just like, yeah, we're about to have a little grill today, or so whatever. It's like, all right, and then motherfuckers just grill out or cook in the kitchen or whatever they want to do at that day. But yeah,
how do we get to grilling? On parties? What are we talking about before that?
Yeah, I'm trying to hop on the grill ASAP.
Oh, bro. Like, we got a smoker outside. Let's do it. What can you cook? You know what I'm saying? We got the lemon pepper out there, too.
That's the thing. Shit, I haven't really been on the grill like that. I mean, obviously I made, like, burgers and shit like that, like the simple shit, but I'm trying to make, like...
You ever made wings?
Wings? On the grill?
Bro.
Nah, not personally.
Smoking wings on a grill, bro? We figured out how to do that shit, bro. Because we've done it with ribs too. We've done ribs and the wings, bro. That shit be hitting different. Last time I didn't get to taste the fucking ribs. I was mad as hell. I made them. I didn't get to taste them. But the fucking wings were amazing. They were literally just like I guess we have Wingstop. They were like Wingstop wings, but you know, since you drizzle the amount of butter that you want on there, bro, best experience. Honestly, I would recommend that you make wings as soon as possible. To be honest. but
tried to pull you onto the wings.
What were you saying? Oh yeah, we were talking about what we want to do with the kid. What do you want to do with the kid since you want to start? Bro. Yeah, I was about to say he sure was talking all that shit.
That's why I stopped talking every time I fucking open my mouth.
Just say it with your chest.
It's just too early. My voice ain't ready for it.
Come on, you got it.
If it cracks one more time, I'm done.
If it cracks one more time. Just, bro, honestly, it's weird because you stop and acknowledge the crack of the voice. If you just keep going, we're just going to keep going.
No.
I won't. I'm going to
exactly. I'm going to be like, huh? And you're like, huh? Make fun of me right then and there. But I'm going to do all types of shit with my nephew. I plan on doing it.
Like what?
So I told you I'm going to buy the little, like, baby holder for the front, just like the hangover, and then just whatever we want to do that we can. You know,
I feel like you're really trying hard to stay at a low pitch, so you don't have to like
go hiking with him, go to Chicago, go to Colorado, might go to Minnesota.
So you're just gonna travel to different states with him?
Sir,
is the mom gonna come along, or is this just you and the baby?
This is just me and the baby. Like I'm borrowing the baby.
Okay. I'm borrowing the baby.
Borrowing the baby.
What are you gonna do in these states? You're just gonna drive through?
No, like just chill out. Just.
And how old is the kid at the time? Like 1, 2, maybe.
No,
like 9 months to like a year and a half.
Because you're gonna have
like next time, like this time next year, yeah. I'd be like, oh, I'm going to Colorado.
Let me get the baby.
Because that way he doesn't need like breast milk. It's like, all right, I'll buy him the baby food. I got the diapers on deck. I even bought a car seat. So like I gotta have it now. So
this is what you're gonna do out there? Just take pictures, sightsee type shit. Or
whatever I would do by myself with him. So if I'm going hiking and then
so you're not gonna take your girl, you're just gonna go alone with the baby.
Like she's gonna come with, but I'm just saying like.
But she's gonna be a side. It's
like tag along. Baby trip, me and the baby.
Like if I take a picture, it's gonna be a selfie of me and him, and then her like.
She's gonna be in the background, like what you doing?
In the distance.
Because we were hiking and I was farther along. Stuff like that, you know.
Okay.
It's just doing white people stuff, you know. Maybe one year we might go to the Grand Canyon, but you know what? He's like 5.
What is the purpose of going to the Grand Canyon aside from looking at, you know, the faces? Like, is that it?
That's Mount Rushmore. That's the different thing.
Oh, fuck. Thinking of the wrong thing. Holy shit. Mount Rushmore. Holy shit. I'm sorry.
I'm like, the faces. Hold on.
Right, I was like,
I'm thinking mountain or something. Fuck. Okay, all right.
But I mean, like, yeah, it's more just for the aesthetic, but like, honestly, like that shit is kind of cold though. Like
it looks nice.
It looks interesting. Like,
we talking canyon or we talking Mount Rushmore?
That's what I
making sure. I was like, the faces look cool. I'm sorry, I feel a little stupid on that one. I don't know how I forgot that. All right.
Yeah, the canyon. Cause I was about to take a trip out there for spring break actually, to go see the canyon and shit. But like, I don't know. I always kind of I fuck with like nature and shit though. Like I fuck with like being outside and being like in the nature, mountains, everything. Like I feel like I like that kind of scenery. So like that's why it was interesting to me. But yeah, I think people just like kind of fuck with the vibe of it.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever been in like a legitimate like forest or like a legitimate like
a state
wilderness or something like
or
that.
Or like a what is it?
I mean, we went to the the Devil's Lake.
Yeah, but what other? Is that just the biggest thing or like the highest? Like Yellowstone, what's Yellowstone? Is that also
a national park?
National park. That's what it was.
Yeah, I've never been to something like that because like out there, like even though it's a park or whatever, like you could still find like wild animals out there, like just walking out there. People have disappeared.
See, that's also the thing though. I think if I go to any of these places, it'll be like during the day, and then if I come back tomorrow, that's it.
I mean, I feel like if I'm going out there, and I'm gonna have to take a gun. If I'm going to the wilderness, and if I'm going near the wilderness.
See, it's gonna be real hard for me because my shooting arm is my left. I'm gonna put my holster on my right, and the baby's gonna be in front of me like this.
So you're gonna have to go like this?
No, because then I can't get the gun, so I can't do it.
You can't just.
With my right and then miss and die?
None of this.
You can't just do this.
None of this.
Quick pass
like,
along.
like this? How ridiculous do I look like that?
Less ridiculous than if you were dead.
When you're not shooting inside.
Because I want it on the right. Looks cooler.
I feel like you're choosing at this point to make it harder for yourself.
That's because Jhoan, he wouldn't do it. That's
He wouldn't have a gun in the first place anyway.
That's the point. Right. But I mean, like, when we went to Colorado, like, we saw, like, coyotes and shit when we was hiking.
Oh, bro?
Mm-hmm.
They didn't approach you? I heard they don't really approach people. They just approach kids.
Nah, they're...
Yeah, like, kill kids. I mean, yeah, it's common.
So if I have a baby on, they gonna follow me.
I mean,
go get that set.
I don't think they will, though. I think it's, like, in terms of a size thing. Like, they'll look at your size and be like, oh,
and then they'll look at the size of the baby and they'll be confused.
Right, but they're not going to be like, oh, we're going to be able to jump up there, snag it, unbuckle him, and eat him. Like, no, no. They're just going to move along. But, yeah, no, they're known for killing, like, cats and dogs, small dogs and stuff like that.
Yeah,
that's how I was wondering.
We had my girl's dog with us. But, yeah, we had our girl's dog with us. The coyote just looked at us and was like,
Is it a bigger dog?
Maybe he was thinking, I'm about to fuck him up, and then he saw you guys' dog. He's like, you know what?
Olive, 40 pounds, light little thing.
What breed is it?
Didn't you have your dog at that time?
No.
Oh,
I got.
Oh, he said it's his girlfriend's dog.
A little while after that.
So next trip you're gonna take him, right?
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to go soon. So I can take my kid out.
Oh yeah, you were saying that. That's right. So you're gonna go out there.
And then we gotta do it again next year. My nephew.
My nephew.
I'm bringing Jet again though.
Bat.
Oh, he'll be cool with dogs.
Huh?
I said that way my nephew will be cool with the dogs.
Unlike you. I'd be scared of dogs.
He was scared of dogs? He was scared of dogs.
He said
when I deliver, I don't fuck with the dogs.
He said he's scared of strangers' dogs.
Oh, really?
Yes.
No, he just be afraid because they're barking, and it's like, bro, they're gonna bark when you approach somebody's house.
Yeah.
That's just...
It's because I think you're thinking that the dog's like, oh, that's the delivery guy. Like, no, they're just like, it's a stranger coming to the house.
It's just somebody we don't know walking up to the... It's anybody walking up to the property.
Cats don't do that shit, though. Cats just look at you like, just walk past, and it's cool.
Yeah.
I vibe with the cats. It's just sometimes the dogs will be outside, especially in the farmhouses and all that. I'll get out the car, I have a headphone in, so my hearing is not perfect. So I'll walk out, I jump out, and then all of a sudden I'm by the door and I hear roof, 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 and he's outside, so he's doing his little he's about to run towards me, so I gotta and hop in the van.
You really think a dog's gonna come over you and bite you?
He really thinks a dog's gonna come up?
I don't know.
He said, but am I taking that risk? No. He said, I told you my hearing is impaired. I have a headphone in.
These farmhouses have some Trump signs. So for all they know, these racist dogs. These are
catch him, boy. Nah, I don't think so.
I don't want to find out.
And all the time I've been in that job, never.
Have you never been scared of a dog?
Never had a dog try to attack me.
But you've done that house with the two dogs right outside their home, no?
Which one?
It's like it's one by like Baraboo or some shit. I think we talked about this before. One time I was delivering by Baraboo or by Sauk or something out there.
What kind of dogs are they?
I don't know. They were just two dogs on their property, and it said, "Beware of dogs."
Oh.
He said so.
I put that shit by their mailbox.
They put up a sign for you though. They because I mean, yeah, I have gone to a house where they were like, yeah, do not come past my property line because dogs will come get you. But like
on their fence, or they were outside, like, yo.
Like they had one of those like invisible fence things, so there was no fence. There was actually no literal fence. But
they had like a little collar or something.
Yeah, like they had two Rottweilers standing in the driveway, big ass Rottweilers, and they in the little notes that they type for you. They says, do not approach house. Dogs are on guard. Leave by mailbox.
At least they said that, though.
Yeah. Like,
some people will not.
He said, and some people, you really think that
but
they're not
I don't think people are not going to let you know that ahead of time.
They're not going to put you in a position like that. That's just silly. I feel like they could get in trouble.
It's old white people and they did not know how to type a note in there.
But they knew how to order the package?
They might have not even been those people that ordered the package.
Nah.
They could have gotten a gift.
I feel like you're overthinking it.
Yeah.
But I feel like if somebody's dog bit a worker, I feel like they would lose privileges to get shit delivered or something.
Nah, they wouldn't do that.
They wouldn't?
they lose
You don't
money.
think I guess, but I mean,
Plus
They damn near be like, Jhoan, you okay?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
We won't send you to this house no more.
Yeah.
we won't send you to this house no more.
Give him a little conversation like, shit, bro. Here's $100 gift card.
Right.
So I'm like, we got you.
I could be having a whole fucking piece of my leg just right here and be like, you good? Like,
They said you good.
Try walking
They
on
said
it.
bandage that up.
Try walking on it.
They'll tell your ass to call Jeff.
Yo, Jeff.
Yeah,
But shit.
Man, that's just crazy though.
Yeah. Okay. Is there anything else you guys wanted to talk about though before we wrap things up?
You guys are gonna see a lot more pictures of my nephew with me. Not now, but later.
I mean, they don't have your social media tagged because you think you're
I'm
just
talking
talking
about
bag
y'all.
of chips. Oh.
Hey,
Well, you said.
y'all.
Yeah, yeah. You too.
I mean, we're also just gonna see him
Yeah.
in person.
Yeah. I told Terrence I'm making a slide so when he's older and stuff, and I'm gonna have crazy stories for each.
Oh my god!
picture.
This is the cap.
Like,
What story? What do you think is gonna happen?
So look, I'm thinking.
He said, "That's when I rescued you from the mouth of a dragon, right there."
Literally though, like, these are the stories that he's coming up with.
Shit. Look.
This is the story.
Honestly, I told Terrence, I'm like, damn, you know what? I'm dead ass gonna go into a strip club with the baby just to take a picture. Just to take a picture.
He said, "We were there all night."
Yeah, exactly. And then leave just after that. And then when
I'm
I
like-
tell him the story, I'm like, oh, I remember this. It was like the all-nighter we pulled, me and
He
you.
said, "I remember. You didn't even remember which titty you was sucking on. You was just sucking on them
He
all."
said he's gonna take this 1-year-old baby into the strip club, bro. And I'm like, bro, they're not even gonna allow you into
Yeah, they
the
will.
fucking strip. Really?
Yeah, if you're old enough, as long as you have an adult that's 21, you can take
I'm
anybody.
not allowing you to walk in my strip club with no baby, bro.
They
What
don't
the
care.
fuck?
They said, take his money, boy.
Oh my God. They said,
That's
"Does the baby have
crazy.
money to throw into the girls?" Yeah.
That's
All right.
Telling
Come
you.
in.
And
He
then I'm
said,
gonna
I'm
put
gonna
little
tell
shades
him.
on him and everything. Just a whole elaborate story to almost all the pictures.
He's gonna have some bullshit. I'm glad we got video documentation that the cap is all here,
Just
so
remember.
he knows. I'm gonna make sure
the
that he
pictures
knows.
in Colorado. We almost fought a wolf. But Terrence's dog was there,
He almost
and he
fought a
growled
He
at
said
him.
that wasn't even Colorado. That was Europe. He said two fucking wild coyotes almost killed us.
He said his dog was there.
The dog was
He
there,
growled.
and then he was still approaching, and then you said roof, and then
The dog got scared. He said
and then the
dog.
wolf said nope, and then decided
He said, "So really, this is a story about you saving my life."
What the fuck?
that the wolf ain't never heard a baby say that, so he thought you were different.
I can't with this dude.
That's all.
But shit.
This cap.
All right. Thank you guys for tuning in. Sorry for the delay. Like I said, the baby thing kind of imposed on everybody, so we didn't really have time. We were gonna make it just a quick short to give notice on it, but we're like, fuck it, we'll just make it into a whole episode. Why not? So, if there's no final thoughts,
Shit, y'all know what to do, man. Like, share, subscribe. Let us know topics, conversations. If you want to be a guest, reach out. Yeah.
yeah, make sure to leave a comment. Other topics we should talk about. Other than that,
Deuces.
we're out.